Part 2. I used to sell roasted corn at the junction of Unilag. When corn was out of season, I sold boli and sauce. My business was fairly successful because my location was strategic and there was a lot of foot traffic. Also, because I was punctilious with my business, in sourcing the freshest corn and plantains, in selecting the best charcoal for roasting, in preparing the sauce with the famous boli sauce recipe from Port Harcourt, and in serving with neat newspapers and takeaway packs, I had many loyal customers. Lukomon said it also helped that I am friendly and I look like Naomi Campbell. People usually said the Naomi Campbell thing, but I had never seen it, and frankly, it irritated me because I don't have Naomi Campbell money. Selling roasted corn or boli was never the plan. I always thought I and Lukomon would make something of ourselves. But he lost his job a year after our marriage, and I had to leave my job as a secretary when I got pregnant for Kitten. The aftermath of Kitten's birth was tough as we were both jobless and my meager savings ran out. In those days, Lukomon sent me to ask Uncle Biremo for money for food, and to get it, I endured the man bear hugging me in greeting so he could crush my boobs against his chest. Eventually, I refused to go. It caused the first fight in our marriage, during which I flippantly said I'd rather sell roasted corn by the roadside than collect money from Uncle Biremo. Then, weeks later, on a night after the landlord had made a scene because of overdue rent, a coaxing Lukomon reminded me of my words. "It's just to bring a daily income while I'm job hunting," he said. Mufo has talked to his ogre at work about me. Hopefully, in another month or so, they'll give me a job. Just be patient, Ifemi. That was over 6 years ago, but Lukomon still hadn't found a job. I sold corn or boli during that time and I didn't mind. It was honest work and provided for my family's basic needs. On average, I made about 5,000 naira daily. Enough for food and rent for my family's one-bedroom face-me-I-face-you apartment. Enough to pay for my contraceptive pills because we both agreed not to have another child until we are financially stable. The only thing I paid a premium for was Kitten's education. I had insisted that she attend one of the best private schools in Yoba. Lukomon had argued that I was wasting money because Kitten could thrive in a public school and turn out well, just like he did. But I had quietly said, my child will never go to a public school in Nigeria as long as I'm alive. And he'd looked at my face, and never spoke of the matter again. I met Ehai on a rainy Thursday in June, when he pulled up in his SUV to buy corn. He rolled the window down. "Madam, good afternoon." "How much?" I greeted him like I did everyone else. "Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for stopping. It's 200 naira for one." "Okay, give me 5 and 6 pairs. Hope they are soft." "Yes, sir." I nodded, wrapped up his food, stood, and handed it to him through the window. He gave me 5 1,000 naira notes. "Sir, your bill is only 2,000 naira. "I know. Keep the change." "I like that you're very polite." "Thank you, sir." He returned 2 days later. This time, Kitten was with me as usual every day after I picked her from school. He packed and got down. I studied him for the first time. He could have passed for average. His features, height and build were average, but his clothes, well-tailored kaftan and designer slippers, and an air of brusque determination stood him out. "Madam, your corn was so nice, I came all the way from Suraleh to buy again." "Good afternoon, sir. Thanks for coming again." "Good afternoon, sir," Kitten said. As a rule, my daughter greeted all my customers. He beamed at her. "Good afternoon. What's your name?" "Oluwatan," she answered. "Nice name. What does it mean?" "God's wealth never ceases," I said. He studied both of us for a moment. "Your daughter looks exactly like you." "Thank you." You speak so well. What school did you attend? There was a directness about him. Yobitech. That's nice. And how's business? We thank God. We are pushing it. I was thankful he didn't ask how I had ended up selling roasted corn by the roadside. Good. Oh yeah, let me have the same order. I added 2 extra cups and 5 extra pears to his food. Here, sir. He collected it and gave me a wad of notes. It was 15,000 naira. Sir, please, I can't accept it. He shrugged. I won't take it back either. Then he smiled. But I suggest you take it and buy something for Olealuweket. Kitten. It's easier to call her Kitten. I smiled and thanked him as I took the money. It was enough for me to take the next 3 days off, but I didn't because I only rested on Sundays. But I did as he suggested and bought 5 dresses for Kitten, 2 new ones for church and outings, and 3 second-hand casuals for stay-at-home. She'd been wearing the same clothes for some years. And for the first time, impulsively, I bought her new clothes in her size. And when Lukamon, who I had told about Ahai's generosity, asked why I didn't buy her new clothes 2 to 3 sizes bigger as we've both always done, I said I forgot. As he frowned, I wondered why I couldn't explain to him that for once, I wanted to see my daughter in new clothes her size, rather than her growing into them when they were faded. Check the next video for part 3.